The dark web refers to a part of the internet that is intentionally hidden and inaccessible through traditional search engines. It is a network of encrypted websites and online platforms that require specific software, configurations, or authorization to access. The dark web is often associated with illegal activities, such as the sale of drugs, weapons, stolen data, and other illicit goods and services. However, it is important to note that not all activities on the dark web are illegal, as it can also provide anonymity and privacy for legitimate purposes. The dark web originated in the 1990s as a project by the U.S. Naval Research Laboratory to provide a secure and anonymous communication platform. This project eventually led to the development of the Onion Router, also known as Tor network, which is the most well-known tool for accessing the dark web. Tor was first released to the public in 2002 and gained popularity as a means for individuals to browse the internet anonymously. It achieved this by routing internet traffic through a series of encrypted nodes, making it difficult to trace the origin or destination of the data. Over time, the dark web became associated with illegal activities due to its anonymity and unregulated nature. Criminal marketplaces such as Silk Road emerged, allowing users to buy and sell drugs, hacking tools, counterfeit money, and other illicit goods. Since then, the dark web has continued to evolve, with new platforms and technologies emerging to provide anonymity and privacy to users. Whistleblowing and activism. The dark web has also been used as a platform for whistleblowers and activists who seek to expose wrongdoing or share sensitive information without fear of retaliation. Privacy and anonymity. Some individuals use the dark web to maintain their privacy and anonymity, such as journalists or individuals living in countries with oppressive regimes. Accessing the dark web without proper precautions can expose users to malware, scams, and surveillance. The dark web is often divided into three main parts. Surface web. This is the part of the internet that is indexed by search engines and accessible to the general public. It includes websites such as news sites, social media platforms, online shopping sites, and other publicly available web pages. Deep web. The deep web refers to the portion of the internet that is not indexed by search engines and requires authentication or specific access to reach. This includes private databases, password-protected websites, email accounts, and other content that is not easily accessible to the general public. Dark web. The dark web is a small subset of the deep web and refers to websites that are intentionally hidden and require special software such as Tor to access. These websites use encryption and anonymity tools to protect the identity of users and the location of the servers. The dark web operates on a network called Tor, or the Onion Router. So here's a simplified explanation of how it works. Firstly, anonymity. Tor lets users browse the internet anonymously by routing their internet traffic through a series of volunteer-operated servers called nodes or relays. Each relay in the network only knows the IP address of the previous relay and the next relay in the chain. This ensures that no single relay knows the complete path of the traffic. Secondly, encryption. As the user's internet traffic passes through each relay, it is encrypted multiple times and decrypted at each relay, layer by layer. This layered encryption is what gives Tor its onion analogy, where each layer represents a different relay in the network. Next, accessing the dark web. To access websites on the dark web, users need to use the Tor browser, which is specifically designed to connect to the Tor network. The Tor browser routes the user's internet traffic through the Tor network, making it difficult for anyone to trace the user's identity or location. Lastly, hidden services. Websites on the dark web use an additional layer of encryption and are referred to as hidden services. These websites have addresses that end with the .onion domain, indicating their presence on the Tor network. Due to the layered encryption and anonymity provided by Tor, it becomes challenging to discover the actual location of the servers hosting these hidden services. The dark web plays a complex role in our lives, and its impact can be both positive and negative. Here are a few ways in which the dark web affects us. 1. Anonymity and privacy. The dark web provides a platform for individuals to communicate anonymously and maintain their privacy. While it is important to acknowledge that not everyone engages in harmful activities on the dark web, there are indeed individuals who exploit its anonymity and privacy for malicious purposes. Here are some of the harmful activities that occur on the dark web. 1. Illegal trade. The dark web is often associated with the illegal trade of drugs, weapons, counterfeit currencies, stolen credit card information, and other illicit goods. These activities not only harm individuals who may become victims of fraud or violence, but also contribute to the overall erosion of law and order. 2. Cybercrime. The dark web harbors various cybercriminal activities, such as hacking services, malware distribution, and the sale of hacking tools. These activities can lead to data breaches, financial losses, identity theft, and other forms of cyber attacks that impact both individuals and organizations. 3. Child exploitation. Disturbingly, the dark web is also used for the distribution and sharing of child pornography. This heinous crime has severe consequences for the victims involved and poses a significant challenge for law enforcement agencies in tracking down the perpetrators. 4. Human trafficking. The dark web provides a platform for human traffickers to advertise their illicit services and facilitate the exploitation of vulnerable individuals. This includes forced labor, sexual exploitation, and organ trafficking, causing immense suffering and violating basic human rights. 5. Cyber espionage. State-sponsored actors and intelligence agencies may exploit the dark web for cyber espionage purposes. This involves conducting covert operations to gain unauthorized access to sensitive information, disrupt infrastructure, or conduct surveillance on targeted individuals or organizations. The impact of the dark web on our lives is a complex and nuanced topic. It is important to consider both the positive and negative aspects when evaluating its overall influence. Here are some perspectives on how the dark web can be seen as both a gain and a loss. 1. Gain privacy and anonymity. The dark web provides individuals with a certain level of privacy and anonymity that can be beneficial in certain situations. It allows whistleblowers, journalists, and activists to communicate securely and share sensitive information without fear of surveillance or censorship. It can also be a valuable tool for individuals living in oppressive regimes to access information and express their views freely. 2. Loss illicit activities. One of the major downsides of the dark web is the proliferation of illegal activities, such as drug trafficking, cybercrime, and child exploitation. These illicit activities have a detrimental impact on society, causing harm to individuals, communities, and economies. The anonymity provided by the dark web can enable criminals to operate with reduced risk of detection, making it harder for law enforcement to combat these activities effectively. 3. Gain research and security. The dark web can be a valuable resource for researchers, cybersecurity experts, and law enforcement agencies. It provides insights into the latest trends and techniques used by cybercriminals, allowing for proactive measures to be taken to prevent cyber threats. Researchers can also study the dark web to better understand criminal networks, identify vulnerabilities, and develop effective countermeasures. 4. Loss, exploitation, and vulnerability. The dark web is a breeding ground for exploitation, with individuals falling prey to scams, fraud, and manipulation. Personal information, such as credit card details and social security numbers, can be bought and sold on the dark web, leading to identity theft and financial loss. The anonymity that attracts some users also leaves them vulnerable to blackmail, extortion, and other forms of coercion. 5. Gain technological innovation. The dark web has been a catalyst for technological innovation. It has driven the development of privacy-focused tools, encryption techniques, and anonymous communication systems. These technologies, which originated from the dark web, have found applications beyond the realm of illicit activities and are now used to protect sensitive data and ensure secure communication online. It is essential to address the negative aspects of the dark web while recognizing the potential benefits it offers. Striking a balance between privacy, security, and ethical considerations is crucial in ensuring that the dark web does not become a breeding ground for criminal activities, but rather a space where positive contributions can be made. Please like and subscribe.